Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys urged to sign former Pro Bowl pass rusher after Williams' injury. The Dallas Cowboys have a hole in their pass rusher rotation following Sam Williams' torn ACL in training camp. Veteran Yannick Ngakoue could be a compelling option for Dallas as they look to bolster their depth. Ngakoue was named among 8 potential options for the Cowboys by KD Drummond of Cowboys Wire. Most famous for his time with the Baltimore Ravens, Yannick Ngakoue finished his 8th year in the league in 2023. At 6'2", 246 pounds, the 29-year-old has 69 career sacks and is still nice with his game, Drummond wrote. He had just 4 sacks last season for the Chicago Bears, with 34 total pressures and 11 run stops according to Pro Football Focus. He made $10.5 million in 2023 and has sat on the market all offseason. With teams already in training camp, there's a chance the Cowboys could bring in Ngakoue on a budget-friendly deal. He has an extensive history of bouncing around. Over 8 seasons, he has suited up for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Minnesota Vikings, Ravens, Las Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, and the Bears. Ngakoue has 69 sacks, 176 solo tackles, and 21 forced fumbles across 123 games. His standout year came in 2017 when he earned a Pro Bowl selection, thanks to his 12 sacks and league-leading 6 forced fumbles. The Cowboys feared the worst when he went down holding his knee on Sunday, July 28. The team later confirmed through an MRI that the second-year defensive end suffered a torn ACL. An MRI revealed a torn left ACL for pass rusher Sam Williams, who was injured in Sunday's practice, according to a source. His season ends before it could really begin, ESPN's Todd Archer reported. Williams was the Cowboys' second-round pick in 2022. He quickly earned a spot in the rotation and has been a key contributor alongside Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. Williams has 8.5 sacks over the last 2 seasons and has played about a third of the snaps on the defensive side of the ball. He's also a contributor on special teams. With Williams out of the picture, the Cowboys could rely on their youth to help fill the void. Dallas selected Marshawn Kneeland in this year's draft in the 2nd round, number 56 overall. He had 148 tackles and 13 sacks in college and was a second-team All-MAC performer at Western Michigan last season. Impressive. Very impressive. Very mature, Coach Mike McCarthy said of Kneeland on Sunday. Love his physicality, motor, just like we did during the draft process. He's off to a good start. He's very comfortable, picks it up in the classroom. Outward personality, which is important. He's off to a good start. Luckily, the Cowboys have one of the most impactful pass rushers in the NFL at their disposal in Parsons. He has 40.5 sacks in 50 career games and makes an impact all over the field. Parsons' contract has been a topic of conversation this offseason, but he's locked in on continuing to make an impact on the field. To be honest with you, I always told you guys, the contract stuff will always take care of itself, Parsons said on July 26. Winning games is what I need to take care of. I focus on winning games and making plays and getting sacks. Jerry Jones could meet up with my agent later and they handle all that other stuff. I don't know how that goes. I'm on my first deal, and I know I got 2 years left here, so I'm going to try to maximize those as much as possible. The Cowboys open the season on the road against the Cleveland Browns on September 8. Cowboys sign veteran cornerback after Gareon Conley release. The Dallas Cowboys are bolstering their depth at cornerback after the release of Gareon Conley, who informed the team of his plans to retire on Sunday afternoon. Dallas announced the signing of veteran defensive back Keeman Hall, who was recently released by the San Francisco 49ers. It marks Hall's second stint with the Cowboys. He was previously on the practice squad during the 2020 season. The North Texas product entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent in 2019. He was signed by the Los Angeles Chargers and spent time on the team's practice squad before being released and signing with the Minnesota Vikings later in the season. Hall was waived by the Vikings in 2020 and had a brief stint with the New Orleans Saints, before ultimately joining the Cowboys. Hall made his way back to the Chargers for a second stint and spent 2021 and 2022 with the team, making his NFL debut in the opening week of the 2021 season on special teams. He appeared in all 16 games. Now, he returns to Big D, where he will provide depth during camp as All-Pro corner Trayvon Diggs remains on the PUP list. Dallas Cowboys lose DE Sam Williams for season, source says. Before the Dallas Cowboys even held their first padded practice of training camp, they had a blow to their defense with pass rusher Sam Williams suffering a torn ACL in his left knee, a source told ESPN on Sunday. Williams was injured during the special teams portion of practice after he was engaged in a blocking drill. He remained down for several minutes as he was attended to by the Cowboys' medical staff. He could not put any weight on his left leg as he got on a cart and was taken to the locker room. After practice, owner and general manager Jerry Jones said, "We didn't like what we saw," before Williams headed off for an MRI. The Cowboys were banking on Williams being a major part of their pass rush behind DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. In free agency, Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler Jr. joined former defensive coordinator Dan Quinn with the Washington Commanders. They combined for 11.5 sacks last year. Williams has 8.5 sacks in his first 2 NFL seasons. He was third on the team in sacks with 4.5 in 2023, but he played just 28.3% of the snaps on defense. The Cowboys chose Williams in the second round in 2022 out of Ole Mississippi. The Cowboys selected Marshawn Kneeland in the second round this year and have been impressed with his early work in training camp. Impressive. Very impressive. Very mature, Coach Mike McCarthy said before Sunday's practice. Love his physicality, motor, just like we did during the draft process. He's off to a good start. He's very comfortable, picks it up in the classroom. Outward personality, which is important. He's off to a good start. The Cowboys have Viliami Fehoko Jr., Tyrus Wheat and Durrell Johnson as full-time defensive ends at camp, but they did not record a sack last year. Chauncey Galston can play end and tackle and had 1.5 sacks last season. New England Patriots defensive tackle Christian Barmore was diagnosed with blood clots over the weekend and was treated at Mass General Brigham, the team announced. "We know Christian is getting tremendous care and we look forward to his full recovery," the team said in its statement. Barmore's agent, Nicole Lynn, also thanked Patriots athletic trainer Jim Whalen for his absolute diligence and care over the last couple of days. On Instagram later Sunday, Barmore wrote, "Thank you everyone for all the support, thoughts, and prayers. I'll be back soon." In 2019, longtime Patriots center David Andrews missed the season after being diagnosed with blood clots in his lungs. He returned to play in 2020. Andrews, 32, enters his 10th season with the team this year. Barmore, who turned 25 on Sunday, is entering his 4th season with the Patriots after being selected in the second round of the 2021 NFL Draft out of Alabama. In April, the Patriots signed him to a 4-year contract extension with a maximum value of $92 million, including $41.8 million in guaranteed money. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Sam Williams? Leave your opinion in the comments.